Hey, what's up guys, and before this new series start, go ahead and check out Darthemius. I'll be leaving the link down in the description if you want to check it out for yourself. And about yesterday, I was having a terrible headache guys. I couldn't post any what if on each channel guys. Yeah, I was having a terrible headache. But today I'm coming with new series and also cancel what if Naruto was raised by the Hyuga clan over an anime king. But today I'm going to be giving you what if Naruto was disowned by everyone. So sit back, enjoy and relax guys. And remember to go ahead and check out what if Naruto was a Sasuke king that posted over an anime king guys. And I enjoyed it as well guys. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice and you enjoy the videos on both Anime King and Anime King 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all for your help and support. Remember to comment down below and turn on that bell notifications they posted. And yeah, without further ado, what is to begin this new episode? Begin the intro. What a quiet night. I haven't seen those in a long time, a single young man said as he looked down at the village of Konoha. And to think I call this place my home. What a sad thought. Oh, sorry, I probably confused you. Nah, I'm not an old man, I just speak like that sometimes. Why am I here, you ask? You want to hear my story? Pause. Are you sure? It is not a fairy tale with a happy ending. Okay, remember, I did warn you. First of all, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. Well, that's my real name. Very few people know me by that real name. Most people simply call me Jin Kazaraki. Yes, Jin Kazaraki, or the Rattlesnake. Jin Karasaki is my cover name. And why Rattlesnake? Oh, that's simple. It's because I'm a traitor and a slimy son of a bitch. Nice self-esteem, you say? Maybe, but I'm a realist, and what I just said is a straight fact. I may not like it, but saying otherwise will just be lying to myself. And then I would be the one being called a dumbass. Soft wind blew in his face as Naruto closed his eyes, enjoying the sensation. Ah, wonderful night indeed. Wait, where was I? Oh yeah, why would I need a cover name, you ask? Well, it's because I'm a... He stopped as he sighed. Let's start from the beginning. It all started from my imbecile of a father. Flashback 13 years ago. Konoha. A rampaging beast was roaring through the village. Kushina, how are you? Asked a worried Minato Namikaze. The woman known as Kushina coughed. I'm fine, she said. What should we do, Minato? She asked. I can seal the demon in our child, but that will kill me, said Minato reluctantly. Wait, there must be another way, Kushina pleaded. I don't want to lose you. Another way, said Minato. Yes, there is one. I'll need your help for this, he said. We will use the remainder of our chakra to seal this beast in both Naruto and Sobeki. This way no one will die, but the yin and yang chakra will be split. So one of our children get the light side and the other must bear with the darkness, said Minato. Oh, said Naruto, cutting into the story, as he was telling this from his POV, point of life. You see that bitch that called herself my mother? She always wanted a girl. So just guess who she chose for a sacrifice. I can't lose Sobeki, said Kushina. Naruto will bear the dark side. Minato frowned. He wanted a son, but Kushina was the dearest person to him in his life right now. I understand, dear, he said. Now, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Fuinjutsu, demonic binding seal. The both of them shouted, followed by the Kyuubi desperate roar. Poor thing, it just got out for a walk, Naruto said. Demonic split, the couple shouted again, placing their hands on the children's belly. Yin-yang seal. As the both of them looked rather fatigued, as the demon was split and sealed into their childs. It's done. We did it. I love you, Kushina whispered. Aw, how sweet. Parents protecting their child. What a goddamn lie. They just did to protect their home, Naruto said. The next day, kill the demon. As they were currently in the council room. Here we go. No, my dear daddy is not dead. Here he is, with his goddamn wife. With your daughter. in her arms, holding her tight. "Kill this monster," said Tasumi. "I lost my husband to this beast." Why did they call me the monster? Simple really. After consulting with his darling wife, my dear daddy said that he sealed the nine-tailed fox inside his newborn orphan son. Orphan? Is that really a surprise? I think not. My father was always a brash fool and always listened to his wife, so he said that he sealed the Kyuubi into me and me alone. But of course he forgot to tell everyone else that my precious sister over there has half of it inside her as well. "We all lost someone, Tasumi," said Shikaku, "but there is no reason to kill an innocent child." "I have to agree with Shikaku on that," said Inoichi. "I agree to as well," said Choza. The Inoshikacho, always sticking together, Naruto said. "I have a suggestion," said Danzo. "I will take the boy under my supervision and train him to become the best weapon of Konoha. Give the boy to me." "I will not allow this," said Hiruzen. "Aww, good old Gigi," Naruto said. "Always sticking up for me." Well, he couldn't just stand by and let a poor innocent child get killed or be taken and trained as a brute or a monster. I guess I owe him one. Nah, screw it. I don't give a flying damn about him. "This child has saved all of your ungrateful lives," said Hiruzen. "And you want to kill him for that?" Well, Daddy had enough at that moment. He disowned me, but he also couldn't bear seeing his child get killed in front of his eyes. "Killing is out of the question," said Minato. Hiruzen signed relief. As mumbling started to come up, "Silence," said Minato, making all of them go quiet. "We cannot kill him. If we do, the Kyuubi would be released once more." That shut up those old morons, alright? Was he telling the truth or not? Well, I don't really know. "Then I see only two solutions," said Hiruzen. "Are there anyone that wish to adopt the boy?" And no one really gave a damn or really raised their hand or even looked back at the boy. "Yeah, they treated me like crap, I know," said Naruto. "Alright," said Hiruzen. "I guess I will send him to the orphanage." Time skip. 4 years later. "Take that, you loser." I was getting punched in the face by this old bully. "Why, you ask?" Well, he was 6 years older, and I was really weak back then. "Why are you hating me?" I asked. "What did I ever do to you?" I asked, pleading, in desperation. You see, the third made a law, so no one could really talk about what exactly I was, so the younger generation did not know. Everyone else do it, so why can't I, the bully asked, as he kept on punching me. Surely I never knew why they did that. Because the third Hokage law, it was on me as well, so I had no idea. Time skip. I was in an alley. "Please, I beg you, just let me die already." I pleaded to them with tears running down my face. Pathetic, don't you think? Well, I'm not that pathetic anymore. "Let you die?" the attacker growled. In a weird female voice, but you could hear the growl behind the voice, like some kind of dog. "You took my husband away. You can't suffer enough." At that moment, a woman heard my cries. "What is..." "Oh my god," she said. She rushed around the alley. As the attacker jumped away, the unknown woman quickly rushed over as she checked my pulse. He's still alive. As her face could be seen now, it was beautiful, of course. Mikoto. She rushed me to the hospital. "Someone help," she said. "This boy need treatment now." The moment she said that, the medics ran up to her. But when they saw who was in her arms, "We're having some problem at the moment, ma'am," they said. "Yeah, right, and I'm the goddamn Hokage. They just knew how to help me because they knew what was inside of me." Mikoto narrowed her eyes. "I suggest you stop that right now," she said. "I know who this boy is, and you know as well. If you want to have problems with Uchiha clan, keep this up," she said. As she activated her Sharingan to make the threat more intensify, the medic eyes went wide. "Of course, Uchiha-sama. Sorry, I didn't recognize you right away." 20 minutes later. "How is he?" asked Mikoto. "The boy has lost a lot of blood. We need immediate transplant surgery and our reserves are empty." "Oh my god. You mean to tell me Konoha, one of the strongest villages in the entire nation, don't have any reserves of blood?" "No, this is a joke up to this point." "Then use mine," said Mikoto. "But Mikoto-sama, are you sure this boy is..." "I know who he is. Just use mine." Time skip. The next morning. Where am I? I looked around the hospital. "You're in the hospital, young one." I snapped my eyes open as I rushed over to the corner, clutching onto the bed sheets. Please, don't hurt me. Oh my god, thought Mikoto. What have they done? Yeah, I was a whimpering fool back then. Calm down, boy, she said very softly. I won't help you. That smile. That beautiful smile. Oh, I missed it. You're not gonna hurt me? I asked in disbelief. Of course not. I won't hurt you, she said. How can someone hurt such a cute little boy? My eyes widened in shock. Cute? Me? Of course. I'm Mikoto, she said. What's your name? I'm Naruto. Hey, you want to get something to eat? Really? Can we get ramen, I asked? Sure thing, she said. Sometime later, this is where I live. If you ever need anything, just come by. But I knew in my heart that the people hated me, so if I started hanging with her, they would hate me as well. 1 year later, I kept to myself, because I didn't want to get her in the crossfire of the people hating her as well. But then the pain became more intense. Ever since 3 months after meeting Mikoto, there was this pain in my head I couldn't take it anymore, and she was the only one I could come to. Mikoto house. Knock, knock, knock. Come in, said a beautiful voice. As she opened the door, yeah, Naruto? Naruto, she said. I need your help. Come in quickly, she said. She then noticed my eyes as she was surprised. What's wrong with me, I asked. Nothing's wrong with you, she said. It seems like you acquired something though, through my blood. Really? What? My family's dojutsu. The Sharingan. But how is this possible, she said. And you're already in this third form. 3 tomos already. I don't understand. How long have you had these? Well, it started a couple weeks after I left here, when the first time we met, but it only got intense a few months ago. And yeah, it got really intense lately, so I came here. You mean you've been living with the Sharingan activated for 1 year now, she said in surprise. But that's not possible. But if it is, no wonder it evolved. Is that bad? No, it's not bad, she said. But you need to withdraw chakra from your eyes. I need to what? Alright, just close your eyes and focus. You're gonna be feeling a tug going towards your eyes. Just cut that link. Alright, I'll try. As he closed his eyes, he then felt much better. It's back to normal, he said. I don't feel that throbbing headache anymore. Well, it must be a side effect of having the Sharingan activated for so long. But it's still quite impressive that you have the chakra reserves to hold it for so long. Really incredible, she said. What's chakra, Naruto asked. Chakra is a combination of spiritual energy and body energy. Every human has some amount of chakra, but only a trained shinobi can use it as a weapon, she explained. Are you a shinobi, Mikoto-san? I was, she said. Why? Can you teach me to be a shinobi like you? Well, I don't really do much these days, only cook and take care of my family. Sure, why not, she said. With her training him, things start to, well, evolve even more, as he started to meet her family first. It was Fukaku, her husband, who didn't really like him at all, knowing what he was. The man kind of hated him, hating seeing him at the house, and that caused to make Mikoto angry, because she was always depressed when Fukaku always thought bad things about me. Then there were her sons, Sasuke and Itachi. Sasuke hated me, not because of knowing of the Kyuubi, because he did not know. He was just jealous, because I was spending time with his mother. Itachi, however, he doesn't really seem to acknowledge me most. He just said greetings and all that. But he was always looking at me. I know I understand, it was curiosity to understand why I learned so fast. How did I improve so fast? Oh yeah, Mikoto told me not to tell anyone about the Sharingan. So, no one else knew but her and me. Time skip. 3.5 years later at the Uchiha district. It was nighttime with a hidden leaf. Some time ago Mikoto has told me to join the academy, so I did. And they kept us really late today. So I was heading to the compound. I was shocked when I saw it. Bodies lying on the streets. As I saw bodies everywhere, the first thought came to my mind was her. As I rushed towards the main house, searching for Mikoto. It was then. It happened, I saw it. Her body on the ground. No, 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 I whispered as I rushed over to her. pushing her husband off of her. I tried to get her to wake up. Please wake up, I said. Come on, just wake up. The tears already started to form in the corner of my eyes, but nothing came. As I stood there crying with her head cradled in my lap, her lifeless eyes looking back at me. Then suddenly, Mom? Dad? Because of my rage, I spin around and grab the person with so much speed that I didn't even understand back then. As I smashed him against the wall. You, I said. As I took out a kunai, I was about to give him divine judgment. That wasn't him. I heard another voice on the street. A low growl escaped my throat. I punched Sasuke right in the face, knocking him out, and there I found him. Itachi, I screamed in anger and rage. You did this? Indeed I did, Itachi said so calmly. It made me even more angry to the way he was so calm. I'll kill you, I said to him. You know, I was really stupid back then. Itachi had a sword, and he was much more skilled than me, and much more powerful. But his decision to play with me saved my life though. Itachi's eyes then morphed, Mangito Sharingan. My eyes widened as the world became red and black. Mikoto taught me about genjutsu. It was then that I saw Itachi butchering everyone, slicing down the members of the clan, killing all of them, until it reached up to his house, where he entered to see Mikoto and her stupid husband. I never really cared about the other Uchihas. The only one I cared about was Mikoto, so seeing the others die was nothing. But her... No! No, 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 I scream! Something strange and happened next. Blood flowed out of my eyes, and two of us was thrown outside of Itachi's genjutsu. How? Itachi asked in disbelief, as he fell to one knee and clutched at his face. Later I learned that breaking out of a Tsukuyomi brings great harm on the caster's body. His eyes widened in shock as he looked at me. He stared into my eyes as he was shocked to see what I had. It took him countless training and killing off his best friend to get that power, and I got it just like that. Itachi gritted his teeth. Of course I was a thorn in his plans. He drew his sword and prepared to take me down, but suddenly, he then poofed away as he vanished. I then heard them, voices. I knew I had to get out of there, so I ran. I ran and ran and ran as fast as I could, as I crawled under the sewer. As I went inside there, my body was still feeling extremely exhausted. I didn't know when, but I passed out. When I woke up I was in a sewer, but this one was much larger, and I didn't know when and how did I got here. As I started to explore the place, wondering where I am, it was then I saw a giant gate. Standing there a few seconds, two red eyes opened up. Come closer, boy, a voice said. What the hell? I thought, but I still walked closer. But a large claw came out and nearly sliced me into pieces. But the cage blocked it. But I didn't even move. I went through it all already. Cutting, stabbing. Yeah, so it wasn't that bad. Come here and let me kill you, the voice said. If this seal wasn't holding me, I would shred you to pieces. Shut the hell up, I shouted. I didn't care who that was, but his eyes were looking at me like I was nothing but an insect. And I hated that look. Everyone looked at me like that. I hated it. I hated it. Oh, so it seems like you're a brave one. I said, shut your mouth. I growled, and for the first time in my life I used his power. The power she gave me. Impossible. How can you have that cursed power? Rage on my face, the monkey Sharingan blazed in my eyes. I was finally ready to speak. Answer my question, I said. The thing went quiet. Yes, he said after a while. Who are you? The nine-tailed demon fox. Huh? I thought you were killed. I cannot be killed. Your father split my soul into two and sealed me into you and your sister. No, that was the shock of my life. I thought I was an orphan. But father? Who is my father? Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage. I was even more shocked. That wasn't possible. Or I thought it wasn't. Why would a great and respected fourth Hokage discard his own son? I knew he had a daughter. Her name was Sobeki. So then, Sobeki Namikaze is my sister? Yes, the Kyuubi said. You said he sealed you in both of us. Why would he discard me? He believed you hold the darker part of me. And is that true? Here to ask. No. My soul might be divided. but not my energy or my personality. So, Namikaze Minato, my idol, sacrificed his son, threw me away. What a hero, I said in a sarcastic tone. So he sealed the other half in my sister. No, the Kyuubi said. What do you mean no? I asked. It was actually your mother that sealed the other part of me in your sister, and it was not half. What do you mean it was not half? Your mother was very low on chakra, so she couldn't do the sealing technique properly. Your father, however, he could. Because of that, my soul was not split in two. Half. You received 3/4 of my power, while your sister only got 1. So you're the reason why I was beaten. You're the reason why I was hated and despised. Yes. But wait, if you were sealed in the both of us, why was I the only one who was kicked out? Why? They said you're the only one that was a Jinjulike, the demon stated. A Jinjulike? The power of human sacrifice is a seal, beasts like me. I see, said Naruto. So, they took care of my sister and threw me out like garbage. Pretty much, said the Kyuubi. Okay, I got my family, my biological family part down. Tell me about my Mangita Sharingan. Your eyes hold great power, but it's not complete. What do you mean? If you continue on this way, your eyes will lose their sight. To cancel that effect, you must transplant your close relative eye in yourself. Relative? I don't have a Uchiha relative. But her. I do have Mikoto blood flowing through my veins. It will do. Take Mikoto's eyes. I hope she will find that in herself to forgive me. But I need the power. Now, you listen carefully, demon. From this day on, you're my slave. Your power is my power. My wish is your command. Do you understand? I understand. Good. If you keep up this way, we might even become friends. Time skip. 1 year later, Konoha graveyard. It was the Uchiha's funeral. What is this? Sasuke said. Where's my mother's body? He asked, as there was nothing there. Somewhere in the Fire Country border. I'm sorry that I did that, said Naruto, but I had to. That was a funeral of your clan. Everyone there wanted to give their honor to the Uchihas. But you're not a faceless Uchiha to me, Mikoto-san. They do not deserve for you to be near them, and you do not deserve to stay in that rotten village. As I looked her in the beautiful forest, I placed her body and buried it. This is the best place for you. No war, no ninja, no death. It's quiet. I would even like to stay here, but I can't right now. Please forgive me. And for what I will have to do. You were everything, and your son took you away. You will probably be angry, Mikoto-san. But I will find your son. No, he's not worthy to be called your son. I am. You treated me like a mother more than anyone else. I am the only one worthy of that title. But I will find Itachi, and I'll kill him. But back then, what could I do? I was no shinobi. And also Itachi had those eyes as well. So I needed 2 things, a trainer and a doctor to make the eye transplant. Oh, and also, you see, Sasuke was the only survivor of the Uchiha massacre. And who was the last person he saw? Guess who? None other than your favorite blonde demon brat. Itachi disappeared. Even if the council knew, they'd rather blame everything on me, saying that it was a demon that went out of control and killed them all. So guess what? You're talking to the first 6-year-old SSS rank criminal in history. Later I found out there was only one man with the same rank and a bigger bounty. Who? My daddy, of course. Sorry, I got sidetracked again. Retelling the story of my life always brings me to the philosophy of things. So I had to flee the country. And guess where I found myself? In the rice field country. Time skip. Another week later at the rice field country. A week of constant search, and all I found was some bandits and thud. Until I came upon this group. They were telling them to join Orochimaru-sama, or they will be disposed. And there was also this strange albino guy there, as he was walking away with a guy named Arashi and 3 other people. This is my chance, I said, hiding. Wait a second. They all stopped as the albino guy looked at me. Who are you? My name is not important. Alright, what do you want? I want to meet this Orochimaru of yours, I stated. The albino guy narrowed his eyes. That's Orochimaru-sama to you, he said. And why would he like a useless garbage like yourself? Useless, am I? I activated my Mangita Sharingan, and the both of our eyes met. What the hell? You really think I'm useless, I said. As the albino guy was surprised he was trapped. Let's see how useless I am after I make you watch as your precious Orochimaru get killed over and over again for the next hours. The albino guy started to scream. Kimimaro, what happened? The redhead beside him asked. You were talking and then you just fall. Kimimaro eyes widen. How? 1 second? How was that even possible? He could have killed me. Orochimaru-sama might have some use for him after all. Alright, I will lead you to Orochimaru-sama. Excellent, I said. Orochimaru's lair. Ah, Kimimaro, you're finally back. So tell me, what do you have to report? But Kimimaro jumped between Orochimaru and me, blocking our eye connection. I guess he thought that I would put Orochimaru under the same ability. What is the meaning of this, Kimimaro? This boy, said Kimimaro. He possessed strange powers. He called the Mangita Sharingan. Orochimaru's eyes went wide instantly. As he stood up, where? Right here, I said, stepping into the light. The next thing, Orochimaru tried to use some jutsu to show me my death. But I laugh. My death? I've experienced worse. So don't make me laugh. He licked his lips. How fantastic. So child, why do you come here, he asks. I want to offer my servitude in exchange for 2 things. And what are those 2 things, Orochimaru asks. I want you to train me in the shinobi arts. And the second? As I pulled out the vials with the eyes in them. I want you to transplant these eyes into mine. And what are you offering? After you transplant these, you can have my old eyes. I won't have any use for them anymore. Orochimaru's grin could have nearly split his face in half. Deal. You will not regret this, boy, he said, that smile on his face. I know. But you will, I thought back then. So now I started my training under one of the legendary Sanins. Doing some dirty work. Killing off bandits. Killing off some politicians. And all that. I actually started to like it. I became a wanted criminal again. This time under the name Jin. And I was only at A rank. And I have to say, training with Orochimaru was a hell. He literally put me through hell. So during my stay with the pedophile, no, I meant Orochimaru. I also gained some information about my enemy, Itachi. He has went and joined some group called the Akatsuki. Orochimaru also had a run-in with him, and let's just say it wasn't real pleasant. I know that your headquarters is in the Hidden Rain, but I'm not stupid enough to go there and think that I can take them on. End of the flashback. As Naruto sighed and ran a hand through his hair. Only 2 people know that my real name is Uzumaki Naruto. The one mistake I'm going to correct real soon. One of them is me and the other is Orochimaru because he made my plastic surgery. Yeah, besides my eyes, good old Orochimaru also helped me to get rid of those annoying whisker marks. Put some hair gel on and there you have Jin Kazaraki. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering how he learned about my identity, it was actually a coincidence. I walked around the dungeon and I found some 3-palm kunai and I threw it. And that's the story. You see, Daddy's favorite jutsu, Harashin, was designed to only make his blood relatives use it. However, he never made a count of his own kunais. That is why some of them are here. Well, that's about it. Why I'm in Konoha, you ask? Well, you remember what I said about being a traitor and a slimy son of a bitch? Orochimaru was no exception. Staying loyal to him would be a pain in the ass. So I kind of destroyed the eyes I gave him, and stole the Akatsuki ring that he had, and then I hightailed it out of there. Konoha. I smile. Let's see what you can do when you are the prey. Time skip. Naruto Uzumaki. Code name Jin Kazaraki / Rattlesnake. Age 14. Rank A. Status Freelancer, wanted criminal, bounty hunter. Main attribute swordsmanship. Special ability Harashin, Sharingan and Kyuubi chakra. A strong-willed, calculating, and very cunning individual, well known and wanted for assassinating of many higher-ups. Rumored to enjoy suicide missions, rather fearless and merciless. Scar for life, he will stop at nothing to achieve his main goal. Kill Itachi Uchiha and avenge Uchiha Mikoto's death. Namikaze Sobeki. Age 14, status Konoha Academy student. Main combat, special ability, not one right now. Being the heir to Minato Namikaze, she was expected to know everything and be able to do everything. She graduated the academy already. She decided to stay back though. to receive all that she could. Truly, she wanted to help Uchiha Sasuke overcome his hatred that he had inside of him. Uchiha Sasuke, age 14. Status: Konoha Academy student. Main attribute: fire techniques. Special ability: none. Apparently Sasuke believed that Naruto was the one that killed his clan. The only thing you remember was Naruto pinning him to the wall by one hand and glaring at him with two Sharingan eyes. Always get angry, and he's very hateful and envious, and always pissed off if someone do something better than him. Well, if it's not Sabeki. Main goal: kill Uzumaki Naruto and avenge his clan. Itachi Uchiha, age 22. Rank: SS. Member of the Akatsuki. Main ability: Genjutsu. Special ability: Sharingan. Itachi was not framed for the attack. Many believe that Uzumaki Naruto was the one that killed him. Itachi hated that he pinned the blame on one so young, and for Uzumaki to go through all that hatred. But he has to go on in his plan. His main goal was to infiltrate and kill the Akatsuki leader. Time skip. Konoha. Ever so peaceful. Good to be here when no one knows who you are. Well, I guess I was wrong. As 12 shinobi land their own Naruto. Jin, Kazuraki, Hokage-sama's ordered us to escort you to him. If you resist, we will use force. Easy there. I will comply. Lead the way. Very well. Follow me. Everything is going as planned, Naruto thought. Konoha, Hokage's tower. A bit later. Damn paperwork, said Minato. I feel like going to war once again. Hokage-sama, Jin, Kazuraki is here, Envoy member said. Very well, said Minato, narrowing his eyes. Bring him in. The envoy nodded and poofed away. 3 seconds later, Naruto opened the door and entered. Nothing's changed. Not unexpected. It's just like Konoha never changed anything. Good day, Hokage-sama, said Naruto, but inside he was feeling his rage building up. But he has to endure. He has trained hard on it. His anger will not get his way. So, you wanted to see me? Indeed I did. I want to know why there is an Aran criminal in my village. Oh, you see, the reason is quite simple, Naruto said, smiling from ear to ear. I want to join your force. Say what? Said Minato. I said I want to join Konoha ranks, he said serious. And why would you want that? Better yet, why would I allow that? Oh, thank you for asking. If you did not, it would be much harder. I have information for you. What kind of information? A matter of life and death. Minato narrowed his eyes. And how did you acquire this information? I have my ways. So tell me, are you interested in it? Yes. What do you have? Minato asked. In a few months' time your village will be attacked. His eyes widened. Typical reaction, Naruto thought, just what I expected. Who? Who is going to attack? No deal. My request, come first. Minato growled. Very well, I will accept you in my ranks. However, you can't be much more than a genin, even counting your accomplishments and your freelancing. Still good, Naruto thought. Of course, Hokage-sama, I understand. Now tell me everything you know about that attack. It's gonna happen in the next Chunin exams that should be held in this village. And who are the attackers? The initiator is a hidden stone village. Minato snorted. I dare those fools to try. They know. That is why they're currently searching for an ally. My bet is on the hidden sand. The sand? But why? They wouldn't. They're allies. This man's stupidity is starting to get on my nerves, Naruto thought. That's exactly why, Naruto said. Besides, you intercepted most of their mission for the past 2 years. The sand financial income decreased greatly. If you're looking for a traitor, the sand is your place. Yes, I get it now, said Minato. Sure, he got it after I showed everything out for him. How could this idiot be my relative? And be my father at that? Very well, Jin Kazuraki. As of now, you are rightful genin of Konoha, said Minato. As Minato reached into his desk and pulled out the headband and placed it on the table. As Naruto picked it up and tied it around his waist. Be at the academy tomorrow for your team placement, said Minato. Naruto nodded as he left. No, that went smooth, he said to himself. Ujo, said Minato. Yes, Hokage-sama, said the purple envoy she appeared. Keep an eye on that boy. He's not called the Rattlesnake for nothing. As you wish, she said, as she poofed away. What do you think, Kakashi? Minato asked when she left. Kakashi came in through the window. A bad decision, Sensei. What were you thinking of sending her of all people to watch for him? Don't you remember her? That is exactly why. Uchiha is a professional soldier or envoy member. If she can't keep her personal issues away from the work, then she has no place among the envoy ranks. The next morning, Naruto stretched as he sat up in his hotel's bed. I know I forgot something. I have to speak with Dad later, he thought to himself. But now I have important matters. Being put on a team of Genins. Ridiculous. I can kick the shit out of Orochimaru, and now I have to pretend? Wait a second, why do I have to pretend? It's not like I'm gonna summon snakes out in the open or use my Mangetio like that. But I sure as hell can demonstrate my swordsman skills. Yeah, I like that. As Naruto got up and got dressed and left the hotel, the streets were really busy. I wonder where they're all going, Naruto thought as he near some store. I don't need weapons, he says. He looked at the store. Hey, garage the weapon shop. Wait, I do. He already have everything spectacular. He only need regular tools as he entered the shop. Where is... Oh, there. As he walked over. Hello there, can you... The girl screamed. What? He asked. You're Jin. Cause... As she was stuttering. Yeah, you know my name, so... What? Of course I do know your name. You're the third most powerful swordsman in all of Shinobi Nation. Huh? I never knew that, Naruto thought to himself. So who the hell is first and second? The first is Zabuza, and the second is Kisame, she said, showing some poster. And I understand they're stronger, but you're my favorite, she said. Naruto took a step back. She has stars in her eyes. What the hell is going on? Can you show it to me, she asked. Show you what, Naruto asked, raising an eyebrow. You're Yuki and Nisa, she said. Sure, why not, he said. Suddenly, a cross of ice appeared from the floor. As he grabbed it with his left hand, making the ice break. Instead of ice, a beautiful katana in blue sheath was now in his hand. It's so beautiful, she said excitedly. Can I touch it? She's starting to annoy me, he thought. Still, there can be a way to make everyone happy. Sure you can, he said. But can you tell me your name first? Oh, Tenten, she said. A pleasure to meet you. Great, say Tenten, how about we make a deal? You give me a kunai pouch for free, and I'll show you one of my special techniques. Deal, she says. She ran for the kunai pouch. 20 kunais in it, she said. Now show me. As she gave him the pouch. Very well, he said. As he waved his hand, he shogun, as a blade of ice was stuck in the store's wall. Tenten squealed in delight, but then she realized, hey, will it stay like that? No, it will melt in a few hours. By the way, can you tell me where the Shinobi Academy is? Her eyes widened. You're heading there? Yeah, he said. Can I ask why? Sure, I'm going to be placed on a Genin team. But why? You're certainly not a Genin, she said. Tell that to your Hokage, he said. Wait, you mean you're staying in this village? Well, yeah, he said. She shouted in delight once more. Hey, are you looking for a girlfriend? She asked. He raised an eyebrow. Girlfriend? Not right now, he said. Oh, she pouted. Don't be sad. Maybe later I will. Excellent, he thought. Perhaps I can get her to do whatever I say. Bye, Tenten, he said as he left the store. At Konoha Academy later on. Where is this Iruka class? He then heard a voice in one of the classes. So today we will repeat the transformation jutsu and... Excuse me, Naruto said, opening the door slightly. Is this Iruka's class? He asked. Ah, you must be the new student Hokage told me about. Come on in. Are you Iruka Sensei? Naruto asked. Indeed I am. And you are? Wait a second. Did you just say I'm a new student? Yes, and Hokage told me to give you this. As he took a letter and handed it to him. As Naruto took the paper and read. Sorry for the confusion, but I forgot to tell you that team placement won't take place till next month. So I was kind enough to enroll you as a student. Have fun. Naruto crumbled the letter in his hand. That son of a bitch, he played a prank on me. Well then, let's see who will be laughing in the end. I understand, said Jin, as he looked at Iruka. Then welcome, and take a seat. Naruto sighed as he looked around the class. Oh, you got to be kidding me. There sat Uchiha Sasuke, but that was not all. Sitting right beside him was his darling sister, Sabeki. As he walked up the stairs, some of the girls were already blushing at him. The only girl that he ever had experience with was Teiwaya. And the only way that girl would blush, well, that would be in hell. And since he told her that he was a virgin, guess what she did? Until he left that day. But did he regret it? Hell no. It was one of the best things that he ever experienced. I don't understand why would someone push girls away. I mean, you can use them to your advantage and get whatever you want. And these girls already have a crush on me? Well, I work fast, he thought. He then looked at his sister. As she blushed, he smiled to himself. Well, of course not, she doesn't know. To her, I'm just Jin Kazaraki, a pretty boy in expensive clothing. As Naruto sit up to the forest row, he can use that to his advantage and sit down. As Sasuke noticed Sobeki's blush towards Jin, and he frowned. Iruka-sensei, said Sasuke, why was he placed in a graduation class? He has no chance of catching up. I hate to say it, but Sasuke is right, said Iruka. Hey, did Hokage-sama said something about me to ask? No. Then first of all, my name is Jin Kazaraki, and I'm a genin already. As he brought out his forehead protector. So you were left behind? Huh, what a loser, Sasuke said, as he got some Snickers from the kids in the class. He's trying to get me angry. That's pathetic. No, Mr. Big Mouth. I was not left behind. As a matter of fact, I never had anyone to left me behind. I'm here because I decided to end my career as a freelancer. What? A freelancer? A boy with a dog on top of his head said. A freelancer means that I always work alone, said Jin. Wait a second, said Iruka. Jin Kazaraki. I heard that name somewhere before. His eyes then widened. No, he said. It can't be. Are you the Jin Kazaraki? Known as a Rattlesnake? A A-rank criminal? The entire classroom gasped in surprise as Naruto smiled. Oh, so you did hear about me. I'm honored. Of course I know you, Iruka said with anger in his voice. The entire Hunter and Ninja department was fighting for the right to be sent after you when... Nah, Naruto said, waving his hand at Iruka. Let's forget about the past and continue on the future, okay? I had clashed with Konoha forces before, but it was anything personal, it was just business, okay? Very well, Iruka said, I feel like I need some fresh air. What do you all say about taijutsu practice? Yes, sensei, all of them said. Then follow me to the training ground, Iruka said, and start to walk out. As Naruto was about to walk away, hey, Kazaraki-kun, were you really a criminal? A blonde-haired girl asked him. Yes, I was. He said was, so everyone could hear, as everyone was now listening. I wanted that life to be over with now, he said. Oh great, she said. No, nothing is great about that, he said. I regret everything that I did. Excellent, everyone is listening to me, he thought with a smile. Oh, don't worry then, she said, you can get a new life here. I'm Ino, by the way. Yamanaka Ino, she said with a perfect smile. He then smiled as he winked at her. Jin, Kazaraki, pleasure to meet you, he said. As Ino blushed, Sasuke-kun never talked to me like this before, she thought. Time skip, so let's start with some light spars. Kiba, Choji, you're first, Iruka said. Boring, Naruto thought. Jin-san. Naruto looked up at his sister. Can I help you? Yes, you can. I know you as well, Jin Kazaraki. And I also want to know what deal you made with the Hokage to be accepted in our shinobi ranks. By Hokage, you meant your father, right? He asked, making her flinch. Surprise? I know about you too, Namikaze Sobeki-san. She narrowed her eyes. If your information about me led to knowledge about my father, she said. Nonsense, he said as he stood up. I said I know about you. I do not actually know you, he said. As for my deal with your Hokage, I can't tell you that, but the information I gave him was enough to make him forget about our past relationship. Besides, you can always ask him yourself, can't you? As he stepped closer to her, she didn't know why she was getting all flustered. As she was just looking at him, she didn't know when her body started to move forward, but she just stood there. I want to fight Jin, Kazaraki said a voice. As she was snapped from her thoughts, Naruto simply walked around her as she stood there. What was I thinking, she said. Was I about to kiss him? I don't even know him, she thought. I mean, I heard about his name but we just met. What am I doing? So who was it, Naruto said? Who wanted to fight me? I did. As he saw Sasuke glaring at him, it was then he noticed Sasuke looked over at his sister. Oh, so you ever think for my sister, Sasuke? He thought to himself. What a good turn of events. Pointless, Naruto said. Say what, Sasuke said. I said pointless. You're not my enemy and you don't have anything spectacular about you. Fighting you will give me nothing, Naruto said as he placed an arm on his hip. The group of children stood in shock. Sasuke was the best in their year, and this guy said fighting him would be pointless. Sasuke clenched his fist. I said fight me! Iruka-san, I must tell you, my fighting style is a one-hit, kill, combination, so I'm not really a good sparring partner. Iruka paled. Oh, well. Enough, Sasuke yelled. fight me, or here I come, as he pulled a Konoha and came running at Naruto. Stupid move. As Naruto raised his right hand, his Shogun, he said, as a blade of ice was made as it flew towards Sasuke. Sasuke's eyes went wide. I can't dodge it, he said. Suddenly, clash. The purple Anbu blocked the attack. Jin Kazaraki, she said, what do you think you're doing attacking Konoha citizens? What are you talking about? You saw it, didn't you? He attacked me first. She gritted her teeth. Secondly, it wasn't for him. It was for you. What? My attack? I knew that you were spying on me, so I did it. Because I want you to come out. When did you notice? Oh, when I left my hotel. Her eyes went wide. So, you knew the entire time? But that doesn't matter. Because after a few hours I sensed your killing intent towards me. So I decided to check. Check what? She asked. You sure asked a lot of questions. Very well, my Hishogun. It's very difficult, you see, to block even for seasoned veterans. Yet you blocked it halfway to his target, which means you saw the attack before. I did not cross my way with Konoha on many occasions, especially with ninja of your caliber. Which means you're that girl, aren't you? The only one that I speared that day. Shut up, she said. She moved off with incredible speed to slash him down, but he summoned his blade and blocked the strike. So much anger. Were they your friends? I said shut up, she cried once more, attacking once again. As the kids were a safe distance away, Iruka was doing his job well, watching though. You killed them, my entire squad, she said. She swung her sword, but Naruto dodged. Oh, it's nothing personal. You just stood in my way, face it. You'd have done the same. That may be so, said Uchiha, but I had to watch my friends die. You could have always looked away, said Naruto. Shut up, she said. She brought her sword down once again. For 2 years, I trained to defeat you. It doesn't look like you did a really good job, he said. Fubiki, he said. Suddenly her sword then fly away to her hand. She stumbled backward and looked away at her falling sword. Then she did something that Naruto didn't expect her to do. She dropped to her knees and she took off her mask. Why? Why what? Why didn't you take my life as well? He raised an eyebrow. Oh, not because of her question. So many variables. What am I going to do? Insult? Threat? Stoic response? Be an asshole? Be a robot? What should I choose? Oh yes, of course, he thought to himself. As he moved forward and went on one knee, he placed a hand under her chin and lifted up her face. Oh, I just couldn't do it. I'm a human after all. I lost many things in my life as well. Things that can never, ever be replaced. The vision of Itachi flared in his mind, but he shut that down. But I tried to move on, find a new place. He stood up and extended his arm towards her. Maybe you should do the same. I'm sure your friends would want that. Uchiha was still in shock of hearing this confession from this man, the man who she hated for so long. Reluctantly, she took his hand and allowed him to pull her up. There you go, Jin said as he smiled. Is everything alright, Anbu-san? Iruka asked, walking closer. Yes, everything is in order, said Uchiha as she picked up her blade. Not a bad style anyway. Just work on your left side defense, said Jin. I lived with this hatred for so long, she said. As Naruto raised his hand, you don't have to say it. I knew what it felt like to have this hatred inside of you. But hatred alone will solve nothing in the end. It will only destroy you. Thank you, she said, as she vanished, snatched on chin. Well, that went well. So who else wants to spar Naruto asked? No, I think that's enough for today, said Iruka. Back in the class, Naruto was sitting down. Jin? Yes, Sobeki? Would you mind if I sit here, his sister asked. Why not, he said. And then started all other girls shot up out of their seat and started to fight for the right side beside Naruto, as Sobeki was sitting on the left. But in the end, Ino Yamanaka won the fight. During over all of this, Naruto heard something as the boys were whispering. She never sat with anyone else but Sasuke. As Naruto turned to see Sasuke was sending him a hateful glare, but he smiled at Sasuke. Say, what's his problem? Jin asked. Him, said Sobeki. He's probably jealous that I'm sitting next to you, Jin, said Ino. No, said Sobeki. He's probably angry because you remind him of someone. Someone? And who is that? Well, 6 years ago, a boy studied here in the academy with us. His name was Uzumaki Naruto. Hearing his real name made your heart skip a beat. And in the end of our first year, killed the entire Uchiha clan, Sasuke's entire family, said Sobeki. Naruto tried not to laugh really hard. But that's impossible. How could a small boy like that kill an entire Shinobi clan? Well, that is what I thought, until they told us the truth. The truth? He was confused. What are you talking about? He asked. Well, about Naruto and what was inside of him. Ah, so they finally told my secret, he thought to himself. So, what was inside of him? She hesitated for a second, but she told him. He had a demon sealed inside of him, the nine-tailed demon fox. I see. And what happened to this boy? Who cares, said Ino. He is probably dead somewhere. No, said Sobeki. I think he's still alive, somewhere out there. Oh, and what makes you think that way? Naruto asked. The reports on him never came, but he's not a bad person. A person who wouldn't want revenge. Naruto chuckled inside. How wrong you are. Really, really wrong, he thought. And why is that, he asked her. Well, a few times I saw villagers beat him, and it was bad. Probably because they knew what was inside of him. But next day he was right there. And he was always smiling. That smile of his was always so comforting. It makes me want to always forget my problems. Naruto's eyebrows frowned. Is she serious? I still don't believe he would kill anyone, Sabeki said. But Sasuke believed that he killed his entire family. And he will do anything to get his revenge. So I always sit with him and try to change his mind every day. Then why are you sitting here now, Naruto asked. Because of what you did to that Kunoichi. You killed their friends when you were by yourself. But she found the strength to forgive. And Sasuke, when his emotions overwhelm him, he comes and talks to me. But nothing inside him has really changed. Why are you telling me all of this, Naruto asked? Because I was wondering if you can help me change his way. And why would I do that? Maybe because I asked nicely, she said with a smile. Well, I won't promise anything, but anything is possible. Her eyes widened. What? He asked. Well, that was Naruto's favorite line. Oh, for real? He asked. Funny, I never knew that, he said. But guys, be ending this episode right here. If you want to see part 2 of this, you already know what to do. Comment down below and tell me that you want part 2 and tell me that you enjoy, guys. And yeah, I'm out for now. Stay tuned for the rest of the what ifs coming your way. Hope you guys enjoy each and every one of them. But I'm out for now. Peace.